Very briefly, in Module 2, I introduced the SWOT, and we're going to go a little bit more in depth, and we're going to map that SCOF that you built previously onto your SWOT. So you'll remember that the SWOT is a tool that we use in business that helps us look at both the internal and external environment that a business is facing. And the internal components are the strengths and weaknesses of the business, and the external components are the opportunities and threats of the environment in which it finds itself. So your SCOF, your strengths, growth opportunities, tailwinds, and headwinds are all internal components. They are components that are attributes of you, the founder, and as the founder or the entrepreneur or leader, those portions or those parts of yourself will get mapped into the SWOT, into the strengths and weaknesses categories. And the strengths that you will be mapping over are strengths, and the tailwinds, those things that were helpful in your endeavor, in this business, in this undertaking. And the weaknesses, the W portion, will be the growth opportunities and the headwinds. So the places where you have an opportunity to grow, and the places where you also are experiencing some added friction in getting things done. And currently, we have such a rapidly changing external environment, and some of those things that I just briefly want to highlight as you prepare to fill out your own SWOT are that in the realm of opportunities, we are looking particularly during this She Session time in there being added opportunities in the areas of e-commerce, education, and healthcare. There are other areas where there are more opportunities. These ones just happen to be the most distinct and the ones that we have touched on previously. And then, of course, those areas that are requiring added soft skills, because as we move forward in the future of work, when we're seeing this increase in the use of technology and the changing place that work is done, especially in the changing use of technology, we are seeing that the more human tasks that need to be done are the ones that are going to be more highly valued. So those are the opportunities come up then in areas that need soft skills, collaboration, grit, agility, especially, and adaptation, and the ability to quickly pivot. And then opportunities also are arising with remote working effects. Particularly in this area in Western Montana, we have an incredible influx of new residents, and our geolocality is less stifling for opportunity in business than it used to be. Some of the threats that we are experiencing that are a little bit unique to these times are that we are needing to figure out ways to circumvent supply chain problems. Now, this also could be an opportunity for individuals who could see, okay, well, what products are being impacted by supply chain issues, and is there a way for me to bring together my particular skills and solve that for someone. And then we also are threatened by something big and dark a little bit here as we are getting further and further into the pandemic. We are seeing continued losses in equity and workplace equality for women. We have seen, especially with the addition of new circumstances at home where children required more care because there was less childcare and less in the way of in-person learning, we were seeing that women were taking up more slack on average in the home, and other unpaid labor um, activities as well. So those are just some threats to think about alongside the opportunities, which might not always be completely threatening. We might be able to find the opportunities within those new challenges.